Hello, today I will compare two VCRs. So let's start. Let's see the first one. It's a Memorex MVR 4049. I've put a tape here because the model number is not written on the front, but I will show you the model number behind. Here it is written. The model. And so the other one is my Toshiba VCR DVD combo. Toshiba SD V392. These two VCRs are Orion-made. They have an Orion mechanism. This one is really a Orion rebadge. I know that there are Memorex, Orion, and Electro Home VCRs with this front, and I've seen also on Google Images some Admiral VCRs with this front, the same exact front with the buttons here at the same place, but it's just not the same name. But and also I know that VCRs with this front they can have this mechanism also. This mechanism. I've already fixed Electro Home VCR with this mechanism, but it was like this. It looked like this, exactly like this. And this VCR I got it at Value Village in February 2013, and this one in March 2012 at Value Village 2. This one it smells like smoke. It smells like cigarette. It was at a smoker's house, and it still smells. So and this one it is correct. Now let's compare the mechanism. So you can see that the mechanisms are pretty similar. You can see the first thing we can see is the motor is placed at the same place, the loading motor, and on the two mechanisms, they are gears that you see from the mechanism. On the side of the mechanism, they are gears. Here you can see there is a black cam gear under, and there is a white gear. Same thing for this VCR. Well, there is a white cam gear, and I think under there is a black cam gear. Yeah, there is one. There is a black cam gear under. We don't really see it, but it is there. So let's insert the cassette. There was no sound on the TV, but the quality is good. It has a good quality. It's my same Mario Kart Double Dash recording. Very good quality. This VCR is working well. This Toshiba combo, I think I have already showed the video quality, but the quality is good, but there are some buzzing sounds, probably due to the audio head. Maybe it's worn out. You can see this mechanism is loading more slowly. Now it is playing. We have a counter here. And also I will show you a funny thing with this VCR that I think I have showed it in my video about it. When you touch the connector of the audio head, the counter it goes forward. So that's very weird. It's the only VCR I have that does this. When I touch the ribbon cable that connects the audio head, you see, it makes the counter go forward. So that's very weird. Like the electricity of my body, I think it affects this connector. The electricity can pass through the plastic. So and you can see that this audio head is very small. The audio head is small. So I will compare you the audio head. You can see here there is only one like a silver head, and here there is like on all VCRs there is a black part and a silver part on the audio tracking head. So this is weird. You see, there is only the silver part, and it is small. So maybe it's not well tracking. Maybe it's made cheap. So maybe this is why there are buzzing sounds while playing. So on this one, the DVD it also works. The DVD works, but I don't have the remote, so I cannot browse in the menus of the DVD. Now I will show you the motor turning. I will zoom on this motor. You can see it's driving a worm gear that is driving first gear, a cam gear, and then there is a black cam gear under. And the black gear, when it arrives at a certain place, it starts driving the sliding plate. You can see this sliding metal part here that is driven by the gear. There is this in most VCR, but on most VCRs you don't see it there, but on some VCRs you see it. It is going the right of the mechanism, but on most VCRs it is totally on the bottom, and sometimes it is not always horizontal, and sometimes it is not a right line. It is not sometimes it is not a straight line. The shape of this sliding plate. Sometimes it is placed like this, and sometimes it is curving, like in the Sanyo, like it is like doing this. My Sanyo VHR H628. On the bottom side there is one like this. This one there is a sliding plate too. Same thing, but it is driving another gear, which is here there is like another gear that is driven by the sliding plate. Well, I think it's driven by the gear or something. There is another gear that is turning, that is not in the Toshiba combo. So now I will rewind the cassette. It is pretty quiet. As you can hear, it has an average speed. It has a correct speed, and it is quiet. This VCR is very quiet. Like the Toshiba also, it is quiet too. It's loading slower. It is pretty fast, and it is pretty quiet for the speed it's fast forward. It's pretty fast, as you can see. There is a counter. You can see that there are AV inputs on the front, which is a good thing. And here you can see when it ejects, the motor, the mechanism, the motor, it goes forward a little bit after it ejected, so that we can reinsert the cassette, because when the motor, it is at the last position of the mechanism, the last forward position of the mechanism, the cassette is totally ejected and you cannot push it, so it goes forward a little bit, the motor, so that you can reinsert the cassette. I don't know if you understand, but it's like this in other VCRs. I know it's like this in this Toshiba VCR, and in my other Toshiba, which is behind, the M760. And it's also like this in Samsung mechanisms, like this. And this one, as the VCRs I showed in my other video, but I will show you. It goes forward after it ejected, and this one does not do this. This one is ejecting instantly. But you can see, instead of going forward a little bit, this mechanism is, when you push the cassette, it directly turns the mechanism. It's when you push the cassette that it turns this, and it's the mode switch of the mechanism that activates the loading. This one, it is interesting, and this mechanism, it can be found, as I seen on the VCR Shack. He had a Sansui video cassette player, not recorder, and it had this mechanism, and it was pretty special, because his VCR, his Sansui video cassette player, because it only played, it did not record, which is rare, because I have never seen this. So I think he should have kept it, because he donated it. So now goodbye. And also another funny thing, you can activate the mechanism just by putting your finger by the sensor here, because it's this thing that activates the mechanism. But by cutting the infrared light between this and this, it activates the ejecting the loading mechanism. You see, it's funny. And also, I've seen right there, it is from October 2004. And so now, if I show you the quality, you can see there are some lines at the bottom, but they finish by disappearing. They eventually disappear, and sometimes they are buzzing sounds. But at least the quality is not bad. It's usable. You can see, it plays, even though not a very big problem. It can play tape.